what is your expectation from the bilateral trade agreement? We have to, as such, this is in line with the overall move of the of India and other nations towards FTA, and we have FTAs with major trade partners like UAE, ASEAN, etc. So there is nothing wrong in having a FTA with US. The only difference this time is that so far the WTO dictated the minimum, the common tariff, the global tariff, that is MFN tariff. So that has become redundant. Now US can impose higher tariff than that. Also, there were certain provisions in GATT for not imposing taxes in your country on services you import. But now US can put slap some tax on the services they import from US, whatever. Not only US, from many countries. So that is the only thing that has happened. So how do you look at it?
See, the starting from what you initiated this particular point. You see, the WTO was actually promoted by all developed countries only. They thought that is going to help them, but unfortunately, that's not helped them. It's the other countries like China who has got a benefit out of it. Now they have realized, so they want to come out of it. They want to go for a different thing. But having said that, I think India also for last couple of years the indication was clear. So they were going various bilateral treaties with various countries or the groups or whatever. So this was expected, and this will happen. But I want to tell you something that again, this is what I'm saying that we should always not go by the rhetorics or what has been spoken. See, 2018 also, Mr. Trump put tariff on Indian steel, I mean, aluminium and other things. So what happened after that? They realized that ultimately the number of employment generation in their steel industry was only very few, or rather they lost a huge amount of employment in other industries like say washing machines and other places and all. So it's not going to help, and they all know that ultimately those kind of tariffs don't help in current scenario when you are dependent on each other, whether we like or don't like. It's a globalized economy. Ultimately your own industry, this is a free country at the end of the day in US, like India. So your own industry will not take that. They will like to find a way out to import without tariff. When there has been like 2018 also such kind of things was there. You can such cases you can actually apply to your government and import at a lower tariff because you need that for a further use
And
it in
and,
your
and
value-added product.
American investors are very notorious in that.
Very notorious for that. So basically, you should not much bother about it. It doesn't help. Whether I think all of them know it doesn't help. Certain things like if you ask me, if reducing tariff on Harley Davidson or some single malt and all, it has a very minuscule effect. And I think in our current international or current social thing, I mean, those things are absolutely irrelevant. Do you believe that Harley Davidson, if it comes, it will reduce our Hero Honda's production? I don't think so. Hero Honda anyway exports outside. All our motorcycles exports outside. So I mean, it's hardly any. If some people will buy it, I mean, that's okay. My point is that those are all optics, most of the things, and whatever actual thing will happen if really they put taxes in that thing, that's going to be affecting them more than others also. So they will realize. So ultimately things will settle down. So that's what I'm saying. The things will settle down in maybe a quarter or two. And as you say that agreement is expected to, somebody said October, somebody said end of this year. So it'll happen this year or something, which will be good for both the countries. There'll be a ground rule which will be used, and I think it will increase the trend among the largest economic power of the world, which is good for India. We'll be able to maybe do a lot of other business where the China or others are there. So basically, it's actually good for India, but we have to negotiate properly. I understand Indians are good negotiators. Even Mr. Trump also believes that we are good negotiators as such. And Indians are doing business for thousands and thousands of years. So they know how to do business across the world. They have done it maybe a few thousand years ago, even pre the calendar days or something. So I think we should not bother much about it. We'll do well. So I think overall it will be good for, I mean, of course, it's a free country, a free world helps, especially for a developing country. We have seen, especially the country who are efficient enough. But bilateral also, we have to live with that, because that is what is going to be the maybe the future of the business, international business. So maybe we have to keep on doing this FTAs with various groups of the countries and US and others. So that's how we should go about it, and we should try to get best out of it.